And you're pretty bullish, I think, Tasha. Does it have to do just with EVs? And I think, in your view, it may be single digit, but Tesla will remain the market leader because they're spending more CapEx than even their competitors to stay in that position. So that's one thing.
Exactly, right. So electric vehicles, are just single digit percentage points of overall auto sales. So we have to remember that it's still an early market. But we do definitely see Tesla as one of the market leaders, both in electric vehicles and in autonomy, right? Because they use their customer cars to capture data to train their neural nets. And actually, last night on the call, we heard Elon again reiterate that they're going to do a wide release of the full self-driving beta software to North American customers. So that signals confidence in that platform, which, by the way, we think is a multi-trillion-dollar market in the next 10 years. The
robo-taxis, and that's really going to happen. That's going to happen. And when he talked about a next-generation vehicle that would be half the price of the Model 3 or the Model Y, you think he's referring to the robo-taxi there. So he may have said it too early, a year ago, 2 years ago, but it's real and it's coming.
Yes, and they've committed in previous calls to mass manufacturing of a robo-taxi specific vehicle. So I do think it could be that car. And again, I think that manufacturing commitment is pretty meaningful because you can promise full autonomy via software all you want, and if you're late, people are still buying your vehicles. But actually, if you commit to CapEx and actual production capacity, if you're late on that, that's a very costly mistake. So I think that just signals their confidence in this platform, which could totally change the business model. We think this will be a high margin, recurring revenue services like model.
Really, all those things. In terms of the current environment, recession fears, he didn't seem to have any demand fears. Any fears that he talked about are still supply concerns. Is he right about that?
Yeah, and I'm seeing, as I read other articles and analyst opinions, that I think there are demand fears out there. I think that they're unfounded. Again, I would look at EVs as a percentage of overall auto sales. They were something like 7% of total vehicle sales last year. So, and as we saw gas-powered car sales decline in the past couple of years, we're still seeing EVs up on a year-over-year basis. I mean, we saw Tesla's revenues alone grew 50% this quarter. So I would look at that, and for like macroeconomic concerns, I would be much more concerned about the companies that have the majority of their revenues dedicated to gas-powered car sales, because that's what we think is going to decline in the future as EVs become more cost competitive thanks to Wright's Law. So Wright's Law forecasts battery decline costs very well. We think it's coming down at roughly a 30% rate for every cumulative doubling in production. That's what's going to bring sticker prices down and drive demand.